My dear sister, I left you suddenly and without warning. For that, and so much more to come, I apologize. I didn't board the Helios knowing what would happen, only that pursuing my research could change the world. And we did! Just not in the way I'd imagined. Not yet, anyway. I want to explain everything now, so that you'd see that there is nothing to fear. You've always tried to protect me, my big sister, but this was meant to be. It's now my turn to protect you, if only so that things unfold the way they are meant to. Time and necessity has kept us apart, but that is about to change. We need you here aboard the Helios with me. I've enclosed a receiver, and as the name implies, it can receive signals through which we will communicate. I know little of this will make any sense right now, but I also know that you will keep your promise. I love you. Your sister, Ada.
Pretty light on details there, Ada. You leave without warning, and now need me aboard the Helios? What aren't you telling me?
Alright, hopefully that fixed my audio issue with the controller not picking up my voice. Thinking it's going to be my audio issue with... And it did. So here we are, playing a game called Close to the Sun. Came out a long time ago, but I've been on a Bioshock kick. Finished Bioshock 2 again, and Bioshock Infinite on the PlayStation 5 Pro. It looks amazing on the Pro. No native patch for the Pro, but simply running on that super strong hardware makes the games look incredible. I wanted to play something that was narrative-driven in first person. There hasn't been much Bioshock-like in a long time. Those games are absolutely incredible, some of the best ever. And this one was recommended to me, so let's check this out. The Helios. So we're on something called the Helios, which is a ship, kind of like, I guess, Rapture-esque. Triumph of engineering for the advancement of science. Join the Helios crew. Apply at your local Wardenclyffe office. Right. A little slow. Controller left and right. And there's that, like, the head bob nonsense. I might turn that off, but we'll see how this goes. So, we woke up here in this cabin. Let's just take a peek around. It looks kind of nice. Kind of like Victorian era flows and setting.
Esteemed Wardenclyffe guest, we will shortly be approaching the Helios. For safety reasons, we ask that you enter the observation cabin located atop the shuttle. Docking once all passengers are secured. Thank you.
So,
hope the docking works better than these automated
I'm assuming, obviously, we can go that way because the lock is green. So let's look everywhere we can't go first before we progress. So let's check this out. British Navy in pursuit of the Helios. Alleged kidnapping of prominent British mathematician has the world on edge. Hand him over, says the Prime Minister. Wardenclyffe denies wrongdoing. Claims that Maxwell joined voluntarily. International group of diplomats rally to calm rising tensions. Oh, I've got a rising tension. Would you like to calm it? Look at this dude. This is like Andrew Ryan Bioshock, like super inspired, right? Conquering new scientific frontiers under the guidance of Nikola Tesla himself. Invent and innovate without artificial limitations of capital or politics. I guess people are going to just randomly vandalize the Helios now because we mentioned Tesla. Little graphical glitch there, I noticed. I'm not feeling this head bob shit. I don't like it. Is there some kind of wireless controller? Gamma? No, I don't want to invert anything. Camera sense. Camera shake. I don't want the camera shake. There. Alright. See that little weird glitch there when we walked outside? That's strange. Can't go this way. I keep waiting to see a lighthouse. You see that? Is that lightning? What is that? Why is the... It's weird. I keep waiting to see a lighthouse. The Helios Grand Theater, the best entertainment to stimulate the best minds. Stimulate. Alright. So, I don't know how we're getting off this ship. I'm assuming, obviously, we're going to. Anything this way? Well, we just came from that way, so... You know what? I'm going to check out every area. Is this the door that was locked? See that little glitch? There's a weird glitch with this game. I don't like it. I don't like it. I want a motherfucking refund, motherfucker! Alright, we came that way. Is there a... Oh, okay. Okay. R1 is zoom. L1 is walk faster. Thank God. There we go. Took the camera shake off. Assuming there's going to be another... There has to be some way off the ship. Green light. There we go. The ship's running by like clockwork gears and stuff. Press button to commence docking procedure. Let's do it. It's going to be like the Nautilus, right? It's going to be like a boat/submarine. Submarine. Darkness falls across the land. Storm in a Teacup presents. I like Storm in a Teacup. They make a lot of really good narrative-driven games. Kind of like 505. Swiss Bliss 24 says WIAT. I have no idea what that means. Are you speaking Capisci l'Italiano? Is this what I think it is? Swiss Bliss says, is this what I think it is? So I'm assuming that you don't like this game. Okay, you're speaking to your speech to text doing, correct? That's why it's not coming out. It's kind of like my, oh, I got you. It's kind of like my 80-year-old dad. He uses his phone, but he just talks into it, and it never comes out right. I get messages like, going to Germany, eating bread, tomorrow, fish. That's what I'll get. Is this the Italian RPG? No, this is called Close to the Sun. What is the Italian RPG, though? Because I want to play that. See, there's a lot of weird glitches happening. You see that? That is weird. I'm hoping that that isn't something that continues in this game, because I'm kind of worried about it. I don't like buying games that are like completely glitchy, especially old ones. This is an old game. So I'm not sure why it's performing like this. I don't like it. Chapter 1, The Border of Hermes. Press X to begin. Alright, we're sitting down. The door opened by itself, and we're getting up. And now I am in control. So I don't know where we docked. Board the Helios and establish communication. Yep, I was right. Thought I brought it or wish listed it after it left Game Pass. Italian developers. Oh, well, then it's absolutely perfect. There is no glitching. God bless the Italians. So I definitely get like a Bioshock feel, and I like that because I'm in a Bioshock mood. We docked at some place called Helios. Do we have a body? Yes, we do. First-person action. Yeah, sounds about right. I'm happy about that. Bioshock's kind of like first-person action, narrative-driven. Italian developers. Bellissimo. Como si dice, I like it.
I thought the Great Helios would be more busy. I guess Ada didn't tell anyone I was coming.
Swiss Bliss 24. This is the beginning of the game. I literally just got it, started it. So I'm going to play it for a little bit, but then I have to get going because it's Friday night. And of course, I need to go to a restaurant and spend tons of money because, you know, that's what people do. Climb the ladder. I like that she's got these like really super-esque leather gloves on. Oh, okay, like it or not. Swiss Bliss 24. Are you Swiss? Are you from Switzerland? Now that sounds like a Big Daddy, does it not? Okay, so R1, R2 are zoom, L1 is walk faster. I don't really see any crouch. Now I'm going to look everywhere because I want to see if I missed anything here. Yeah, this definitely feels like Bioshock. Would you say at this early point worth playing? Well, I mean, it's literally, I think, 10 minutes in, so I would say that it's way too early for me to tell you to purchase it. I mean, it's cheap. It's like $20 right now on PlayStation 4 and playing it on PlayStation. I mean, on PlayStation 5. I'm playing it on PlayStation 5 Pro. There is no native patch for the Pro, but all games running on the Pro, when you check off in the setting the PS4 smoothing feature, they all look much better by way of running on the Pro. I would like it to be a little bit faster here, the camera speed. I think I can do that in the settings. Controller sensitivity, let's go to as high as we can. Back out. Yeah, a little bit better. I would say that if you like Bioshock and Bioshock Infinite, it feels so far like the setting and the world and the things that I'm going to do in it are similar. Look at this dude, the Coke stare. Active Spy. Yeah, I didn't buy it, but I wish listed it when it left Game Pass. Well, I am not really rocking on my Xbox much anymore. But I would say that I don't see the harm in spending $20 for it. I mean, I have an Italian face, and it doesn't look like that. Swiss Bliss, unless I'm on some kind of like massive dose of Coke, which I've never taken. Game Pass has been keeping me busy. Well, if you like Game Pass, buddy, enjoy it. I like this art style a lot. I really do. I got a feeling, oh wow, look at this. So it's kind of like, it's like a water-based generator. Yeah, I like this a lot so far. I haven't done anything except walk around and look, but assume, oh, Daddy. Right in my face. If you're gonna do it in my face, at least take me out to dinner first. I love these old brass, like, porthole things. I don't know why I like stuff like this. That sounded incredibly gay, by the way. I like these brass portholes.
Warden
All right.
Cliff, a company distributing electricity to half of the world and yet still hungers for that other half.
All about profit. Constant search for profit, right? Doesn't matter how much you're making, you can always make more. Indiana Jones, Avowed, Adam Falls After Midnight Now, Claire next, Space Marines, and After Oblivion, and then Doom, all in about 6 months. So Swiss Bliss, is this like an advertisement for Game Pass? Or do you work for Microsoft? Are you trying to force me into using my Xbox? I have an Xbox Series X. I have, I think, a month left of Game Pass. I kind of topped out at around 150,000 gamer score, playing games on Xbox 360 all the way up. But I just don't like Microsoft's direction. I mean, just a person. That's all.
Great.
I'm impressed. Oh yeah, cool. If you're impressed, listen, man. Like I'm impressed with like a really good martini. So if whatever you're impressed with in life, do more of. Know what I mean? Vern? Know what I mean, Vern? Know what I mean, Vern? Who was that? That was who said that? Know what I mean, Vern? Remember those commercials and the guy Ernest. Ernest. Hey. Ernest P. Worrell. That's who was doing that. I remember watching the commercials before he got the movie deal. Hey Vern, I think it was Mountain Dew. What was it he did the commercials for? I don't know. All right, doesn't look like there's much up here to collect. I want to collect things and put them in my pocket. I want to collect things and put them in my pocket. All right, we can hop over that, but let's look here first. Is this something we can interact with? Nope. Whoa. The hell was that? Let's hop over this. Yeah, those are good games, so I'll take it. I agree, though, in theory with you. Did you see Yoshida post about Game Pass? I'll go for it. Yeah, I mean, look, I used to do podcasts and all that stuff, talking about this stuff, but I'm just tired, you know what I mean? So I don't particularly think subscription services should be the identity of the entire industry like Microsoft does. And there's a reason why Microsoft wants that. It's because they want control, right? It's not about, you know, doing what's best for the industry. It's about control. It's the same thing. Like if you're old enough to remember when Windows first launched and they packaged in Internet Explorer with every copy of Windows, and then they were taken to court by like Netscape because it's completely an unfair advantage to do that with your browser. And by the time that the court proceedings were over, well, a lot of those browsers were out of business because Microsoft just took the hit, paid the fine, and that was it. It's kind of like what they hoped was going to happen with Game Pass. It isn't happening. I definitely think, obviously, it's a good deal if you want to keep giving them $20. Um, but I just don't think for a platform like a console and things like that. I think it's important to still have an audience that wants to spend money on creators' creations.
Hello?
As opposed to just
Anyone
subsidize
there?
service from Microsoft. But that's my opinion. Now I mean, I'm trying to sound cool. Did that sound cool? I wanted to say, do you know what I mean? But nah, I mean is like what everybody says now, right? Do I sound cool when I say that? Nah, I mean. Swiss Bliss is paying $10 and now less. I'm getting it through Microsoft Points, so basically free. Isn't that wonderful? Think about this, right? Think about a creator spending hundreds of millions of dollars making something and then you get it for free. It's not me, buddy. 7/22/27. I have it till. Oh, okay. You mean 2027, the year? Gotcha. Renowned Russian mathematician Ivan Azanov, which is a play on words to Isaac Asimov, which is a really famous science fiction writer, joins Wardenclyffe. Okay, this is right. I do feel
Security
bad as a
override.
consumer. I have to do what's best for me. Yeah, I gotcha.
I
But
guess I'll have to disable it.
every once in a while, it's okay to spend some money on something that somebody created and not wait for it to maybe, hopefully, maybe one day, if come to a subscription service. Like this is $20. There's no reason not to just pick this up and own it. You know what I mean? Play it whenever you want. I don't have to worry about wish listing it and then they take it out of a subscription service and then you're stuck. Whoa, Nelly Furtado. That was like, what the hell is that? What the hell is that? Why is there a person walking? What the hell is this? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is that... What the fuck just happened? Why is there a door here? And why is there a person? Fuck. The bangers absolutely and good deals are on a appreciate developers. I want to help boost. Okay. Yeah, I mean, look, not for me anymore. I'm just not, Microsoft lost me.
This is Nikola Tesla speaking, and unless it wasn't already obvious, this ship is under strict warranty. There is
Nikola
no
Tesla died
on board
penniless
of the
in
Helios.
a cheap hotel all alone. Think about that
Another one of Edison's
when you talk
spies.
about taking things from people that they created for almost nothing.
Movement throughout the ship has been restricted. Whether you are friend or foe, do watch your step.
True. Thanks for the warm welcome. Now, what have you done with my sister?
What have you done with my sister? You don't want to know. I've done some things with your sister that may be illegal in several states. Vapor, incoming threat. Known aliases. Matthias, Ellis, Simon, Alder, Ernest, Emerson. We were just talking about Ernest, weren't we? We were just talking about Ernest. Yeah, I took the head. The head bob thing I don't like. I'm glad I got rid of the head bob. Although on the weekends, I like to have the head bobbing up and down. Not mine. Somebody broke the beer tap. Tube message. Don't worry, her research holds the key to everything. Okay.
Cryptic. Who is this message for?
For you. Io sono main protagonist. This analysis was so well to explained, I had to share with you. Swiss Bliss, I have no idea what you're talking about. Maybe it's me, maybe it's the weekend. I did take some herbs last night. It is my, okay, my exact, yeah. So, yeah, it's not a concern, it's a fact. Subscription services, look at what's happening with like Netflix and HBO and Hulu and how they have to like all partner together to get people to subscribe to them. It's not great. I did see the link, thank you. I will read it when I'm through here. Yeah, I'm just old, buddy. You know what I mean? I come from a different time where, games were between, $50 and $90 Super NES games. So I just don't, I'm definitely not the person to ask about like the current trajectory or the future of things. I'm stuck in the past. French climatologist Jean Villepreux seen boarding shuttle vessel to Helios, yet another high-profile scientist. Swiss Bliss, and I'll probably get there, but now, yeah, you'll get there. You'll get old one day, and you'll be like, you know what? All that shit I used to love is gone now because they consolidated everything, and then somebody that wanted control decided to say, give us just $20 a month. It's great for everyone. And then you see developers going out of business. You see your favorite games and genres just get worse and worse. But again, it's like everything else. It takes time for people to realize that. You can't tell somebody that. Right. I understood what you mean. Yeah, you can't tell people that. You can't argue with people about it now, especially like people in their 20s or 30s. You just can't. It's part of the world you're growing up in, right? So it's normal. And I'm not saying it's bad. It'll be around forever, right? But it's not. It's building a house on twigs instead of oaks. Jackpot. InfoSec just sent a tube that corroborates the dates and places. He's an Edison spy, all right. Your gut instincts were right again. It's important that we make this one count. We need to tap him on all that he knows. We need to tap him on all that he knows, whether he wants to sing or not. When you read that article, it's like, wow, the foresight and explanation is so... Yeah, I mean, look, Yoshida, obviously, he's been around a while. Old guy, he understands it, he gets it. I think, what's going to happen is Microsoft's going to get out of hardware. They're going to be a third-party developer like they are now. They're going to have a subscription service that's probably going to be on televisions and phones like EA Access. It will eventually end up on PlayStation and maybe even Nintendo. And if you're a hardcore Xbox guy, you'll buy like a little dongle to play the games that you've already purchased, either through the cloud or some weird way, and you'll be able to access like other stores and stuff. I mean, it's no different than just buying a PC. It's not like this great thing that you're buying a console that's a PC. There's a difference. And then PlayStation 6 will be probably the de facto console for most people. And then Nintendo whatever, or the Switch 2, which will be around for at least 10 years. And that'll be that. I'll only be playing with my own D. No one else's. I'll only be playing with my own D. No one else's. Dick? Are you talking about playing with your dick? I certainly would hope that you weren't playing with anyone else's. If that's your thing, that's fine, but I don't like it. Authorized personnel only. Oh, dongle. Yeah, see, it cut off on my screen. It just said I'll only be playing with my own D. That's fucking funny. It is the weekend, though, so, you know. If you got no lady friends, you got to do what you got to do. The door's locked. This is going to be a short one because it's almost 4:30, and that's when the wife gets home, and then I have to get ready to go out to this fucking super fancy restaurant. You know. Maybe both of them up. I don't know. That's weird. So, is there anything in the environment that would give me a clue as to what this Nikola Tesla, blah, blah, blah. No. Swiss Bliss 24. Thank you. I would enjoy it if the restaurant was free, or if the restaurant had a subscription service. But I got to get that big old bill. What does this say? Anything? No, I don't see any. I'm just going to go with. No. See, that's just it. The buffet is the subscription service. They got chicken, fish, and shrimp, but it's never the good chicken, fish, and shrimp. It's always just the buffet chicken, fish, and shrimp. You know what I mean? If you go to the buffet and get the chicken, shrimp, and fish, and then go to like Gordon Ramsay's and get the beef Wellington, there's a big difference. I'd rather pay for the Wellington and not go to the buffet. But I get it. The buffet exists for a reason. Nothing wrong with it. Enjoy it. Have a good time. Just make sure that you've got plenty of Pepto-Bismol on hand when you get home. Because that ain't good chicken. That ain't good shrimp. And that ain't good fish. Doom. Well, Doom is... You know what? I played Doom. It's not... Doom... The new Doom is not great. Indiana Jones is good, right? But these games weren't built with a subscription service in mind. They were already in development. You know what I mean? So you're going to see like a wave of games hitting that are going to be like incredibly small niche titles that don't cost a lot because they're giving them to you for almost nothing. You're not going to see an Intergalactic from Naughty Dog on a subscription service. It's just not going to happen. Now, you won't see a lot of those games because they cost a lot of money, but if you want them, you gotta support platforms that have an audience that still buys them. Flare Expedition was a good third-party game, yeah. But nobody knew it was going to be good, right? They just paid them. But think about this, right? It sold 3 million copies, primarily on PC and PlayStation. The developer just took money from Microsoft to cover maybe half of the development cost, and that's it. Everything else about the game, the prominence, the word of mouth, all of that stuff comes from platforms where people purchase games. PlayStation and PC. Yeah. Let's just chalk it up to I'm not the person to talk to when it comes to Microsoft and Xbox anymore. I'm just not that guy anymore. They lost me. They lost me. It kicked me in the teeth. One too many times. I 'cause. 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 Well, that's one developer, Atomfall. And how big is Atomfall? Is anybody talking about it? Is anybody playing it? Anybody? We don't play games on Bay Pass. Nah, I'm probably not going to try Atomfall. It didn't look like something I would like, to be honest with you. I played a little bit of it on the Series X, very little bit, and it kind of felt like what was that game? Oh man, what was that game where you start off in first person, then it goes to third? We Happy Few. It kind of felt kind of We Happy Few-ish, and I thought We Happy Few started out great. Remember in first person, it was almost like another Bioshock type game. It was great, and then all of a sudden it went to that really janky third person. It just was not great. Different strokes. But I keep telling her, she just doesn't listen. I love those two Metro Exodus. You mean the Stalker? Oh, Metro and Stalker. Those games. Yeah. Metro was really good. Stalker was a little more tedious with the world and stuff. I have no idea where I'm going. You know what the problem is? I know I'm going to have to be like stopping this stream soon, so I'm really not giving it much of a go. But I will pick this up probably later tonight when I get home and everybody falls asleep and I have some time. Space Marine is coming in a week to where? Space Marine I already played when it came out. You mean to Game Pass? I mean, look, if you like the subscription service and being locked into to that, then enjoy. I'm probably going to stop the stream here. So far, it feels kind of like Bioshock. I like it. I like it a lot. Not much has happened other than exploring. Can't really think about what I'm doing because I got to get out of here soon, but I will pick it up later tonight or tomorrow if I can. Close to the Sun PS5 Pro, $20 right now on the PlayStation Store. And if you're into Bioshock, games like that, then check it out. No, the second one just came out last year. The original was not available on Xbox, but they just give you a complete edition. Okay, cool. Yep. I haven't really been on my Xbox that much, to be honest. And now with the cancellation of their Xbox handheld to focus on Windows 11 devices, which is insane to me, but okay. Feel like I'll be spending much more time on the Pro, especially when GTA 6 comes out, because the best place to play it on a console, not a PC, a console, will be the Pro. And I can guarantee you that that will not be on Game Pass. All right, I'm out.